lifestyle.
Let's dive in.
I live a world class lifestyle.
We're gonna talk about living this world class lifestyle.
Live a world class lifestyle. I live a world class lifestyle.
I remember the first time I got credit for the business. It was just, man, you got to be able to appreciate the small victories. I think that's what people struggle with sometimes, and why they don't really get to the finish line or get major things accomplished, because you're so busy focusing on the trying to accomplish the big thing. They don't celebrate the small victories. You have to celebrate the small victories along the way, man. Enjoy the journey. Success is not a destination. Success is the journey that you go on. It's a constant thing that you experience, and you have to understand, in order to be successful, you have to embrace the failures. You have to embrace the down times and the up times. You have to celebrate the up times, and you have to learn from the down times. That's what success is a constant series of adjustments, right? So, but I remember, having a 500 credit score. Well, 500 in the 500s. I don't know if it was 500, but it was in the 500s. I didn't even look at it. But I remember, man, when I knew I was gonna have a daughter. My daughter's 8 years old, by the way. But I remember when I was gonna have a daughter, I was like, man, I gotta break out of this. I don't want to be like everybody else that I see. I need to break out of this thing and really figure out how I'm gonna build a legacy for my daughter. And that, guys, sometimes you have to be able to tap into your fuel, your reason why you're gonna do something. Don't focus on how. Sometimes get the passion. You can learn how to do something all day, but if you don't have the reason why, if you don't have that burning fuel, you're just not gonna get it done. You're gonna quit on yourself. But I knew it was in my heart to be able to look her in the eyes as she, grows and get older, and say, look back and say, my daddy, he was this, he was that, he did that. I remember when I was little, he did this and that. And he set me up, and woo, 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 and to be thankful for those things, to create that legacy. So I knew that it was time for me to really start applying myself, paying attention to what my credit score was, and figuring out, man, what do I got to do to get this credit up? And the things that I was afraid of, I understood. I had to stare heads on and address it. Because at the time, guys, you have to really understand that sometimes, you have been programmed by all the wrong people. You've been programmed by all the wrong people. Sometimes you have to erase. So just for a moment, I want you just to erase what you know right now. Erase what you know, and allow me to draw images on the canvas of your imagination and speak to the inner, greater version of yourself, the self that's not this flesh, the spirit, the soul, the essence of the energy of you. I'm speaking to that person, because that is who you are. I'm letting you know that anything is possible. Anything is possible. Because I remember, guys, listen, I had a 500 credit score, and I had to realize that when I started having mentors, millionaire mentors, come into my life, tell me, man, listen, everything that you learned, erase it. Because you learned it from someone who does not have the results that you desire. And then sometimes they say the truth will set you free, but at first it'll piss you off. And you have to be okay with that. And the realization is, guys, listen, I grew up without a father figure, right? And the things that I learned from my environment was programmed stuff that does not work. Sometimes you can learn stuff from your brothers, from your sisters, from your mom, from your dad, from your aunties, from your aunties and your cousins and your friends and coworkers and school teachers and all these people, and none of them have the results that you will want in your life. And they tell you things like, man, don't get no credit cards. It's a trap. Don't do that. Oh man, you're gonna fail. You're gonna in these things, we grab a hold to them, and then we make them become a part of us. So when it's time to break the chain of poverty, the first thing you have to do is go heads up with some of those things, and some of those things that you learn to be your truths, and realize, no, you've been lied to, by not intentionally, right? Some people said things to me and tried to teach me things based on their level of understanding how this thing all works when it comes to making money and finance. And tell you to work for all your life and work until you're 80. And they think that's the right way. But then you have somebody who's 23, already a millionaire, retired, to say, no, don't work hard, work smart. Don't work hard, work smart.